What's up guys, welcome back for the YgoPro duel video. New Cyberdark support, Dark Keel, you know, the very old cards from like years ago are finally getting more support. Actually good support, 2 monsters and 1 fusion monster. So let's take a quick look at the cards first, and as always a few example duels. The 2 main monsters here, both Cyberdark Cannon and Claw, are actually again a very good support. Both have 3 separate effects. The first one here, Cannon, both are by the way level 3, so they're also dragon type monsters, so again, when your Cyberdarks are summoned, you can target a dragon type and equip it to them. And they also have a hand effect, like discarded from your hand to the grave to get a search. Cannon searches monsters, so it's like a rota for Cyberdarks, while Claw searches out your Cyberdark spells and traps, I believe. So yeah, most importantly, you'll be searching out your field spell. And then, yeah, Cannon has while equipped, of course, these Cyberdarks also have an effect. Cannon, while equipped to a monster, gives your monster an Armageddonite effect, so yeah, send the monster from your deck to the grave while battling. Same for Claw, although Claw sends monster from your extra deck to your graveyard. That's why Elder Entity Antis, for example, or the Rafflesia here, the Predaplant Fusion, is in the extra deck to get their effects when they are sent to the grave. That's why. I'm playing like a more stylish build with Card of the Mice. I prefer this over running like Brilliant Fusion. You know, you can search fusion cards like Future Fusion or Overload Fusion with your field spell when it's destroyed. Your field spell also gives you an extra normal summon, by the way, by returning a Cyberdark monster. Something important, but I'm not a huge fan of Brilliant Fusion here in the deck, so I prefer Card of the Mice, as you will see in a few moments with the examples. And last, the new fusion Cyberdarkness Dragon is okay support. It needs 5 Cyberdark effect monsters. Somewhat easy to summon with Overlord Fusion, of course, but yeah, mid-late game that is. And it's like an Heraklinos effect, so every time when your opponent activates an effect, doesn't really matter which one, you can detach an attached monster on your side of the field. So okay support, but again, this is not something to top tier. So let's take a quick look at a few example duels. Alright, first example, and I think I get to start. This is a good hand. Immediately use Claw to search out the field spell, use the field spell. The field spell is quite crucial for the deck, since again it gives your Cyberdark monsters somewhat of a protection. They cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects, and they cannot be destroyed by card effects, so they are somewhat immune. Anyway, get, I believe, yeah, Keel is the name, I believe, the green one, and equip the Claw. I most of the time go for Claw, equip Claw to your Cyberdark monsters. Claw is a bit better compared to Cannon, since Claw sends your extra deck monsters to the grave. Most of the time it's, well yeah, depending on the situation, it's Antis that you're sending from your extra deck to the grave, you know, to pop 1 monster, or at least yeah, 1 card from your opponent. Or if you're already in a winning position, or if you have the opportunity, you can send a Predaplant Fusion from your extra deck to the grave to get a search. You know, during your, at least yeah, during the next standby phase, you can search any fusion card. So, for example, Future Fusion or Overlord Fusion. That's good, of course, so that's why they are in the extra deck. This is a good field, especially because of the traps. I prefer a more trap-heavy build, also because of Card of the Mice. Dig for those level 3 monsters, since they are very crucial for the deck. Anyway, does get, okay, that's a good established field. Tornado Dragon is definitely a big threat here for the deck, so use Dimensional Barrier. Maybe I should have used it earlier. Then again, as you will see, he's going to attack into the Mirror Force. I still prefer Mirror Force. I've seen builds running Waboku. Waboku is good. Because, you know, you can keep your Cyberdark monsters on the field, and thanks to your field spell, like what happens now, since I believe the green one doesn't have any monster attached, so use the field spell to get it back to my hand, and then use the extra normal summon, you know, 2 normal summons here in the same turn, to again get your monsters equipped. So that's why the field spell is such a crucial card here for Cyberdarks. First going to attack into his monsters and act accordingly, then again send Antis from my extra deck to the grave to pop 1 card from my opponent. Other cards, again, the Predaplant or 5-Gutted Dragon, you know, to give your monsters an extra attack boost, well, at least in case of the fusion. Anyway, use Cyberdark Impact, Special Summon the Fusion, and eventually I should be able to attack for a game, since this is more than enough to attack for a game. This is good again. So yeah, the cannon, the Armageddonite effect, sending any monster from your deck to the grave. So that's why Devpro is also in the deck. There's also an option of running that Buster Blader is a level 3, I believe, so that when equipped, it prevents your opponent from special summoning from the extra deck. It's definitely an option, but I'm not really sure. The deck is already at 41 cards. Anyway, second game. This was definitely one of the better duels I've had with the deck. The opponent has a good start. Normal summon the yellow one that I believe has piercing damage and set to back row. Equip the claw, and then I believe he was able to prevent the claw from activating, so no Antis or Predaplant was sent from my extra deck to the grave. So now the opponent is able to establish a board. There is again a Tornado Dragon, and I believe he sniped. Indeed, he sniped my strike, and that again sucks really hard. Eventually the strike would have been, at least would have come in handy against the Tornado Dragon. So he's in a very good position. There is again the Subterra final battle that again is a tell. He does have a Venus in his hand. So discard a claw. I believe search the impact because I have the Card of Demise in my hand. So normal summon Keel. He does use his Venus on the Keel, I believe. Indeed, so use a field spell. At least try to use a field spell to give me the extra summon. Here, okay, he does use Tornado Dragon to pop the field spell. And you know the field spell gets a search. Any fusion card like Future Fusion can be added to your hand. But I think I did get the extra normal summon, but I think that wasn't possible, right? Again, yeah, feel free to let me know if this was like a glitch still, or yeah, an error in the script. Okay, he attacks into my Keel again, and again I use Claw to potentially or try to send like an Antis from my extra deck to the grave, but he uses his Venus to again negate, and eventually he again has his Behemoth face down. Future Fusion is activated first turn, at least yeah, the first turn of 2. Use the field spell and get Cyberdark Dragon on the field. Again, equip Claw, so when battling I can send any extra deck monster from my extra deck to the graveyard indeed. Not really sure which card I've sent here, or did he negate? No, I didn't attack indeed due to the field spell, Hidden City. I'm not really sure, but I don't think my field spell prevents my opponent from using Hidden City. I don't think so. Anyway, okay, I believe this was a misclick on his part. In this case, after the battle phase, he should have still had his, yeah, both his behemoths on the field, because he obviously used his trap card, his final battle, a little bit too late. But in the end, you will see it's not going to matter too much here with the fusion monster again attacking into my opponent's field. Drop it to 4k, and now every time my opponent activates any card effect, spell, trap, or monster effect, I can use my Cyberdarkness Dragon's effect, detach an attached monster, and then negate and destroy the card, I believe. So again, still on the field, and now just spam my field full and eventually attack for game. So, okay. Very good duel, last example. I believe again, yeah, indeed the opponent gets a start. He gets a head start, so again has access to the Venus, normal summon it, to special summon a Behemoth, get some more draws and desires as well, so immediately setting up his play. He still runs instant fusion. You know, this is with the new list from June 12th, so Northern is not in here. Eventually get a normal summon, at least yeah, normal summon the Horn indeed. Try to use the effect to equip something from my grave, but it does have one of the hand traps like Ghost Ogre, and that completely stops this deck. Again, I can't get the extra normal summon with the field spell, since the field spell needs to return a Cyberdark monster from your sided field back to the hand, so I can't do anything. I've seen decks running like Waboku, yeah, because of this, but again also to protect your monsters from being destroyed by battle. It's also an option. I've tried grass builds, but you know, grass for the June list is at 1, but it's definitely an option. Black Salvo is also an option. The Buster Blader is level 3, I believe, so that prevents your opponent from using his extra deck is also an option. But guys, feel free to leave suggestions. Okay, thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. GlitchxCity out. Peace.